Good morning, everybody. So today we are going to look at how to use Cardova. Um, so Cardova Japan, uh, they're an auction site. The main thing to keep in mind here is that you need to register and verify ID. So if you're planning to attend any auctions, just make sure you have done that like at least a couple days before, so you have enough time to do things. So I'm gonna show you what I do here. So it's a Japanese site. You do auctions. You can participate in auctions. Typically, they have auctions starting at 1,000 yen, which is like around $6. But there's also like way, way, way more expensive stuff happening. So I'm gonna walk you through what I typically do and how I set it up. Again, it's not the best strategy or anything. This is just how I do. So I typically do Pokemon. So I go to auction, live TCG, and then I filter by the auction series. So I'm gonna focus on the next one, not the current one, because that's about to end. Um, and then I would put the release year. For me, it doesn't really matter. I put category as Pokemon. And then grading company doesn't matter. And let's look at grades 9, 10. So when it says 10 plus, it just means pristine 10 for pristine 10 or black label for CGC and BGS respectively. Um, let's do 8.5 to 8 as well, because there might be some older cards which are around there. And then yeah, so that's products. I would typically I think it doesn't matter. I'll show you how I do it. It takes a minute. Cool. So now that it's loaded, what I typically do is, so for example, this one 1996 Pokemon Japanese Mankey Green Cardass. That looks like a good example. Again, like I don't always do this, but typically what I do is okay. I do this, search the card, and then check like kind of like price charting essentially. So this is a PS89, so that means it's $33. Like the last few ones sold, yeah, 11.5, 55, 46. Yeah, this seems like an anomaly. So let's say it goes for around $40. Let's go at the lower end, or like let's even go at the $33 end. So what I typically do is like my maximum bid is gonna be half of that, so like 50 to 60% of that, because again, you need to consider that once you have finished bidding, you still need to pay some taxes. You need to send it back to your home country. There might be customs, all those kind of stuff, customs taxes. So that's what I typically do. So how much is that? So this is 33. So let's say $16. So USD to yen, not yet yen. So $16. So that means like my maximum band is 2,300 yen. So I would put it at, let's say 2,200 yen. Confirm bid, and then yeah. So you can see already. Yeah, there. It's very good. Cool. So I've set my limits, and then it goes and lives in the my auction section. I'll take you through that as well in a second. I just want to show you one other strategy. So current price, release year, category, Pokemon, product. Yeah, there's no product. Grade. Yeah, let's go for 9.5. Okay. Yeah, you can set whatever you want the grade limit to be. very similar to uh, eBay, but a little different. I'll explain why. So what I would do is like put lease bids, because for me that's a little bit more interesting to do. For less competition essentially. So you can see like there's like 3 watchers for this. So whenever you see like 3, like it just means like it's a watcher. So people are looking at this card. Um, so what I would do is just takes a bit of a time for the site to load. So please be patient. Sorry. Yeah, so this PSA 10 Horsey Master Ball reverse from 151, $6, I think. That's definitely worth bidding, so I might put like 1400 just for, you know, just for getting a chance of getting that. Persian, good one, so like 1400. Laterna Surge, Eves Uncommon, EV Leader Stadium, also very interesting one. Again, like 1400 is just $10, so it doesn't matter if it doesn't succeed or not. Like, so you can just put some bids in there and then see what happens essentially. So anyway, this is how you bid. I want to show you for current one, which I am competing with other users, and the reason I do like the least bid is because you're kind of putting your maximum down there, and if it goes above that, like, you can just ignore it. Okay, so auction, and then you go to my auction, and then and then what I do is I filter by auction series. So this is going to be, so the one which is ending today, April 6th, is going to be this one. And then bidding status, I put it as top bids, because if I lose a bid and it's already like, I've been outbid, I don't really care. Like, it's fine, because I've put my maximum. If it goes above my maximum, then I don't go in and try to change that too much. Yes, there have been instances when I did do that, and yeah, so bidding status, I'm the top bidder, and then search. I'll show you what this EB starts mean. So there are 2 things here. So there's one, which is the EB starts, and then there's auction ends. So EB starts means like, it just means that if you're bidding against other people, it gives them the opportunity at the end of the time of auction to come back in and place another bid. So essentially, the auction extends for the people who have already bid, and you're competing with other people, to give them the opportunity to make a maximum bid essentially. If it says auction ends, it just means that you're the only bidder, you finished it on time, and you won the bid. Nobody else competed against you, and that's it. Like, you won. So EB starts just means like, hey, this is for all the people who have, you know, put in a bid. You may not have won, but we want to give you another opportunity. So EB starts, and then that goes on for like 20 minutes, and then there's going to be like a second round, third round, and each time the time to bid goes down. So I think the first one is like 15 minutes, second one is like 10 minutes, third one is like 5 minutes, and the last one is like 1 or 2 minutes. So I think it's more fair than eBay, because yes, it kind of prevents sniping in some ways, so that there's opportunity for people who are really interested and really want to buy, to come in and make a purchase. So I like it. It's very nice. And then let's do this. Let's go to. So after you after you won the auction, you can either send your cards to your vault, which is very free, which is free to keep, and they don't charge you anything for it. And then, or you can ask them to send it back home, and then you pay them whatever the delivery fee is and stuff like that. And also, once in vault, you can choose to move it, you can sell it, you can put it up for auction. So you could do buyback. So essentially, you're asking them, hey, do you want to buy this back? And they will give you a super low ball one, typically like half what you paid. But if you made a mistake or something and you want to kind of quickly get rid of it, like you can do that, or you can ask them to relist it for you. So maybe you acquired it for 1,000 yen, and then 2 months later, like you see that it's, oh my god, like 2,000 yen, and you can put it up for listing, and then you can set your price, and then they auction it off for you, and then you get the money. Or you can just choose to ship. So let's see, select these and then click ship. Yeah, and then you can ship it. Sorry, I thought that had my address. Anyway. Yeah, so one pretty interesting stuff, like these tops and ones, like for $6-10, like I think it was a good one. Yeah, sunflower one, again, like it doesn't mean that these are good options, but I did overpay for stuff as well, I'm not gonna lie. Let's do that is price. Yeah, this, no, I don't think it's worth it, but it's fine. It happens. Yeah, some of them are missing as well here because I already sent it to home. Yeah, this again, like most of them are like PSA 9s and stuff. Like there's some PSA 6. I know this is not going to be sold. Also, a great opportunity to pick up these, like 7, 8, 6, 7, 8s. If you want to run your own, like little auction in your store, and you want to kind of give away things to people, great opportunity to pick up slabs for cheap, and like you can get vintage slab for like $10, and then like give it off to people. Great opportunity to do that. So yeah, that's Cardova. Drop down any questions if you have. I'll try to answer what I know. Again, I'm not an expert in this. Like I've used it 3-4 times. I kind of got the hang of it, and I just wanted to share how how it's done. Cool. Thank you. Bye.